Let's do a walkabout video because we have flowers. This is going to be a wobbly video because I'm getting back to my old activity level. My ankle was broken way back in August. It is now mid-March. From August to now, I haven't really done much in the garden. But I have been busy elsewhere, and oh my gosh, my hips and back are just so sore. I can barely handle it. Looky, we'll go see them. These came up. I love these. The little mini early irises are just so freaking cute. Don't mind all the noise. There's a highway at the bottom of the mountain here. I've also got to clean up, while it was snowing, I think a raccoon got into my recycling. So there's all this stuff that I didn't know. And I'm finding. These bloomed sometime between Friday and today. The small crocuses that we'll go see have been open all week. I'm gonna have to put down a bunch of boxes because there's just so many weeds over there, but we'll handle it. That's my buddy Kato, who seems to think that I'm a different person through the fence. It's all compost. Just been throwing everything there all winter, but all of this stuff is making it less ugly. And then, where did it go? Right. There we go. See? Look, there's a hyacinth coming up. And then, actually, the crocuses that were open a week ago, it would appear I kind of sort of missed them. I have a couple pictures. I might have to put them in my chat thing. What is it called? The community tab? They changed the word recently, and I'm clueless. So, just noticed this morning. Now, I went to work Friday. I left out from work into the mountains directly. And then was in after dark last night, so might not have noticed them. They might have been there anytime between after dark on Thursday and maybe this morning. I don't know. Going very slow because my ankles are a lot stronger. My hips are very unstable because it turns out that during the fall I put my hip out and it finally popped back in. I kept telling them something else was wrong, but you know how doctors are with the listening. Not very good. It helped a lot, but now I have to do hip stabilization exercises. So my ankles are halfway decent. I mean, I have some lingering tendonitis, which feels like getting punched in the foot pretty hard. They're a little past their prime, but aren't they cute? Yeah, not much else in this side. We've got all the snowdrops. So yeah, other than tendonitis, I feel like my right ankle is doing okay. It's just hard to keep my balance whenever it does end up feeling like I get punched in the foot. Oh look, these are starting to bloom. These ones get almost complete shade, so they come up last. I put a full row back there And I mulched them real good in hopes that they wouldn't at least end up dug up immediately. It would seem that my straight line got displaced a bit. Like, it was one singular straight line, and it seems like they're creeping forward, which is pretty cool, actually. This right here is gonna have to come out because it is a black walnut. But I'm gonna have to have a shovel and everything for that. I've got little wild strawberries. I think this is the Virginiana variety. And they've escaped the pot, which is really nice. So I should have little Virginiana strawberries all over back here. I wouldn't imagine. So there's crocuses in there, yellow and purple. But I wouldn't imagine that there's asparagus just yet. A little early for that. Heck, I don't even see any rhubarb coming up yet, and sometimes that happens in February, so hopefully me not quite getting around to that tree coming out hasn't killed all my rhubarb. I've got more elsewhere, but it's supposed to be growing over there. Rhubarb is very much not tolerant to jugulone. Have it a bunch of other places too, so if I lost those 6 plants, that'd be sad, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, got a bunch of bulbs coming up here. The white ones are called snowdrops, and they did start a few weeks ago. I never did get my bone set cut down, so it's in the way. Just lay that. Yeah. So we've got would appear the American plum is the first thing leafing out. That's cool. We've got at least some bulbs coming down along the far side here, but when I took out the fence and then when I edged that, I moved a lot of them back. 'Cause I'm trying to get a nicer line and maybe even get some mulching going on in here wherever I can. So this side, there's still a bunch of plants in my basement too. When I'm up to it, I'll have to bring them up. And then over here, I have a curiosity as to when the Sochan will come up. My signs blew to bits when one of the really major storms came through. But that's okay. Yeah, it's going all right here. It really is. I think I'm gonna need a couple more real tall U-posts. They used to be easier to find, but I want to double layer up this apple. Either that or pull it out and put it in the retainer wall. We did have a really unstable ground. We did have a really intense storm blow through a couple hours ago, a few hours ago. You can see the crocuses better now that I was trying to point to from the other side. It hailed and the wind was pretty crazy. So, surprised everything's still right where I put it. Although, I really haven't moved much of anything. Oh wow, my flag is just... That is one tattered gay flag. Look at it. Oh my. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm surprised there aren't things everywhere, but I haven't really moved much of anything since the end of July, because it was August 4th when I broke my ankle, and I barely have gotten out here since. Barely, if at all. Probably should trim the elderberry, because that annoyed my neighbor last year. And when I trim, or when I break back all of the hollow stem things, I want to bring them back here. Try and backfill this trench a bit. And that would be things like the stems from the Joe pie and the bone set, and when I clean up the asparagus, and for the sunchoke. All of that sort of stuff, when I cut it, I want to put it in that trench. I do have the haskaps. Don't look like they're blooming yet, but those typically fruit in May. They're the first berry. They're Asiatic, they're not native, but they're still nice to have. Yeah, I'll be curious to see if my potatoes got through the winter or not in pots the way that they are. And I'm gonna have to start transplanting these trees. Oh, I noticed Wednesday that my persimmon, which these are little baby persimmons, which is what made me think of that, got like bunny chewed over the winter. That hasn't happened before. Like, I felt safe taking the fence off of it 2 years ago. And yeah, this winter it got pretty bunny chewed. We'll go back and look at that spot. Also, it stayed cold and wintry enough that my evergreen Magnolia virginiana only kept some of its leaves, very few. And then, yeah, so this is the persimmon. Oh, sorry for the sunshine blare. And then that's what happened to the trunk, which is really a bummer. Yeah. So, yep. I got a bunch of extra fencing now because I took the fence down in the back. Tulips are up pretty tall there. That's nice. And we'll go down the back. I think I went up here a little bit, but we didn't go the whole way up. We just looked in. This is the mushroom blocks that are locally free. I mean, not super locally. I have to go a ways, but it's within like 20 minutes of here. And I want more, but I need to build the fourth wall on that. I also want to bring the fig out. I want to plant my fig in ground because it's such a pain lugging it in and out every year. My goodness. Buzz, buzz. That's somebody's motorcycle or poorly kept car down on the highway. So, yeah, my overflow pond. Ooh, can you see it? Bald eagle just went by. There's a new nest nearby me. And so I see them a lot. And there's various ages. And it's so freaking cool. I can't get over how cool it is. Yep, my quince seems to still be doing pretty well. And this red bud, it doesn't have bud yet. No buds yet. It's still pretty young though. Yeah. And that might be about all there is to show, but since I know everybody gets real excited about spring, and I'm sorry I didn't share much snow with you guys this winter. I was very, very busy. I spent a lot of time up in the mountains, and I intend to continue to spend a lot of time up in the mountains. It's not for nothing. It's great up there. So my posting frequency might stay kind of low. Let's see. Are you up or down? Because if you're up, I'm taking a picture. Hello? Hold on. Let's go inside and say hi to my baby gargoyle. Yeah, you're so sweet. Hello, gargoyle. Yeah, don't fall, though. Yeah, you're very sweet. You're yelling. Sam, why are you out there? I want you in here cuddling me, huh? Yeah. No fall. Don't fall. I'm paying more attention to the fall risk than where my camera's aimed because this is kind of scary. You're very cute. Yeah. What did it do? Yeah, what did it do? That's Oops. Oops the baby gargoyle. I'm going back out, baby. I am. And then we'll go look at the view. Yeah. That's all. Oh, good. I have at least one Yucca flacida from seed that made it. I'll have to look around and see if I have more. Well, alright. Well, I hope you're having a really good day. Thanks so much for visiting the cliffside. Take care. Bye.